Am I in the wrong for refusing my friend's sleepover, discovering their lie about a party, and feeling hurt they excluded me from their plans? Posted by you/full. Sheepherder3892. I am a teenage girl with two close friends who have been a big part of my life. My best friend and I have known each other since we were babies, with our parents taking pictures of us together before we could talk. We grew up inseparable, sharing sleepovers, movie nights, and endless conversations. A few years ago, another girl joined our group, becoming a close friend. The three of us did everything together, from watching films to talking about school and dreams. Recently, my best friend started spending more time with the other girl, and I began to feel left out. When they asked to sleep over at my house but lied about their plans, I said no. Am I wrong for refusing them, feeling hurt by their lie, and thinking they excluded me? My best friend and I had a bond that felt unbreakable. We shared secrets, laughed at silly jokes, and planned our futures together. When our close friend joined, I welcomed her, excited to expand our group. We had fun as a trio, hosting sleepovers at my house, where we stayed up late talking and eating snacks. Over the past few months, though, I noticed a change. My best friend and the other girl hung out without me more often, texting each other during our group chats or meeting up when I was not invited. I tried to ignore the feeling of being left behind, telling myself it was normal for friends to have other plans. Still, it hurt to see them grow closer while I felt distant. One day, both friends texted me, asking if they could sleep over at my house that night. They said they wanted to hang out outside and needed a place to stay because they could not use each other's homes. Their request seemed casual, but I felt suspicious. It was sudden, and they had not mentioned any plans to hang out with me beforehand. I wondered if they were only asking because my house was convenient. Trying to keep things light, I joked, saying it felt like they were using me for a bed, since they seemed to be planning something without me and only needed me now for a place to sleep. They laughed and said I was being silly, insisting they just wanted to spend time together. I pushed my doubts aside, not wanting to seem overly sensitive, but the feeling lingered. Later that day, my close friend called me. Her voice sounded nervous, and she admitted the truth. They were not just hanging out outside. They planned to attend a house party that night and did not want to go home afterward because they might be tired or messy. They needed a place to sleep, and my house was their choice. They had not told me about the party, had not invited me, and had lied about their plans earlier. I felt surprised and hurt. I asked why they excluded me, and she said it was a last-minute event with limited invitations. Her explanation did not make sense, as they could have at least mentioned it to me. The call revealed another painful truth. My best friend had started smoking, something she had always said she would never do. We had all agreed we were against it, but she told the other girl, and not me. I felt like I no longer knew her. She was changing, keeping secrets, and leaving me out of her life. The lie about the party, the exclusion, and her new habits made me question our friendship. When they asked again to stay over, I said no. I explained that I did not want to feel used, and that their dishonesty hurt me. They tried to convince me, saying it was not a big deal, and they just needed a place to rest. I stayed firm, repeating that I was upset about the lie and being left out. After the call, I started to doubt myself. Maybe I was overreacting. Maybe I should have let them stay to keep the peace. Feeling confused, I posted on Reddit in our /AITA, sharing the story and asking if I was wrong for refusing the sleepover and feeling hurt by their actions. The responses came quickly, and most supported my decision. One commenter, Imnotorwolf, wrote, "You did what was right for you, and it's still right even if it upsets them." I replied, "Thanks, I was worried I was being too sensitive." Another, Milix Morax, said, "You did the right thing. They were trying to use you. They didn't invite you to the party and kept it secret. You should tell them how you feel." I responded, "I tried, but they brushed it off. I'm thinking about what to do next." Fairy Fart Daydreams advised, "Start making new friends." I replied, "I'm nervous, but I know I need to try." Jaban Jianghan shared, "You're growing up, and sometimes you outgrow people. They only see you as a friend when you're useful. You'll find better friends who treat you well." I responded, "That makes sense. It's hard to let go, but I'm starting to see they don't respect me." The comments helped me feel less alone. They showed me that my feelings were valid and that I deserved friends who were honest and inclusive. I went to bed thinking the issue was over, expecting my friends to find another place to stay. I was wrong. Update, 1 day later. The day after posting on Reddit, I felt more confident in my decision, thanks to the supportive responses. I had thought refusing the sleepover would end the matter, but my friends did not give up easily. Around 1 in the morning, my phone started ringing repeatedly, with 10 or 15 calls from both of them. I was watching television with my mother, who was still partly awake. I knew they could not come to my house without her noticing, and I did not want to cause trouble. I texted them, saying I could not talk because I was with my mother. They did not stop. They sent voice messages and texts, begging to come over. They said they would have to sleep at a bus stop in the cold if I did not let them in. I felt guilty, imagining them stranded, but I remembered their lie and how they excluded me. I typed a long message saying, "You lied to me about walking around at night. Then I found out you were going to a party without telling me or asking if I wanted to come. Now you expect to sleep in my place? That makes me feel like a backup plan. I'm not a hotel. I don't want trouble with my mother because you're arriving late. I already said no. If you didn't find another place to stay, that's not my fault. Please go home." Their response surprised me. My close friend texted, "Yeah, but bro, you weren't invited lol," followed by bro chill and then NVM IG. They offered no apology or explanation, acting like my feelings did not matter. Their casual dismissal confirmed they did not care about me. I felt hurt but also relieved, knowing I made the right choice by refusing them. The next morning, I woke up to more messages from them. They sent memes and funny videos, acting like nothing happened. I did not reply, unsure how to respond to their attempt to ignore the conflict. I felt like our friendship was over, a realization that saddened me, but also felt necessary. I talked to my mother about everything. She listened as I explained the lie, the party, and the late-night calls. She said I did the right thing by standing up for myself. She told me real friends would not lie or use me for a place to sleep. She said it was better to be alone than with people who did not respect me. Her words made me feel stronger, though I still felt sad about losing my friends. Reddit comments after the update were encouraging. Aggravating_fee 2060 wrote, "Now you know they aren't your friends. Don't bother with them again." I replied, "I'm done. It hurts, but I see it now." Jabanjianghan said, "You'll make better friends, I promise." I responded, "I hope so. I'm ready to try." Review Smooth 1093 advised, "Drop them. They're only there when it's convenient." I replied, "I'm moving on. Thanks for the support." Muppetid shared, "I outgrew high school friends who became toxic. Don't waste time. Find new friends." I responded, "I'm starting to see I need to let go. I'm excited to meet new people." The comments helped me understand that friendships can change and that I deserved better. I reflected on the past few months, realizing my friends had been using me for a while. They only contacted me when they needed something like a place to stay and rarely included me in their plans. Their lie about the party and their response to my refusal showed they did not value our friendship. I decided to focus on myself. I joined a new club at school where I met people who were kind and welcoming. I started talking to them, sharing interests and laughing together. These new connections felt different, built on respect and honesty. I realized I did not need to hold on to friends who treated me poorly. The support from the Reddit community gave me confidence. Reading about others who had similar experiences showed me I was not alone. Their encouragement helped me stand up for myself and make a difficult but necessary decision. I now know I deserve friends who respect me and make me feel valued. I am excited to continue meeting new people and building better friendships.